So let's take a look at what we have next coming up. We're taking the almonds and the cardamom and the Master's Reserve cheddar and the red pepper jelly. Okay. So Ellie.
Yes, yeah. So when we first were kind of starting this pairing, we were kind of went off originally off of the descriptions given on the Effie's box, which was so helpful because otherwise it's hard to know really where to start. And so who knows better than the experts from each company. So we thought about pairing together with the cheddar. This is one of our newer cheddars, and we have two master cheesemakers in our company, one being the owner, Say Cook, who is certified in cheddar. So it's definitely one of our cheeses that we've been making for many, many generations. This cheddar is actually made with a different set of cultures that actually brings in more of a sweet flavor to it versus like sometimes the more tart flavor that you get in cheese. But we found when we paired this one, it actually the more like acidic and earthy flavors were coming through a little bit more. And I think that the pepper jelly probably just kind of enhanced some of those flavors and kind of just added, like, I don't know, I just felt like this is a really fun, balanced pairing again.
I love cheddar. I think it's probably my favorite cheese. So I was excited to see this and excited to see it with the almond and the cardamom. Again, this is the third of our 3 new flavors. And I have wanted to do something with cardamom in a Effie product for, I don't know, how many years, Joan? How long have I been talking about cardamom? So we finally, added it or, included it in one of our flavor profiles. And it just, I don't know, it makes me happy. It's a childhood memory of, getting donuts at a donut shop when we were having summers on Cape Cod, and it's just a really happy memory. So I love the cheddar with the toasted almonds, and again, all of these new flavors do have as its base the oat cake dough, so you still get that layering of oats and toasted grains and also the nuts, and then the spice of the cardamom. And I was pleasantly surprised with the red pepper jelly. I wouldn't have thought of that, but usually we do red pepper jelly with our corn cakes. That's a natural pairing, so it's kind of nice to see it change up and try it with one of our other flavors.
Yeah, I thought it was a little, I didn't know if red pepper jelly would be the right thing for this, but I think that both of the cheddar and the almond and cardamom stood up to the pepper jelly. It can dominate if you're not careful, but a cheddar can really stand up to it. And I didn't really think of cheddar for a while with red pepper jelly. When I was growing up, a great hors d'oeuvre was considered a great hors d'oeuvre where I lived was a block of cream cheese with a jar of pepper jelly poured over it. That was maybe with Ritz crackers. So you can see the level of sophistication. So when I began selling my jam in a cheese store, there was someone who paired it with a cheddar. And I was so surprised and tasted it for the first time myself, because I thought you needed a less strong cheese to go with the pepper jelly. But actually it worked really well. And then to have that almond and cardamom bring out yet another flavor and a different crunch, I thought worked really well. Pepper jelly is the only product that I use pectin, because it's made with peppers, and we use fresh habaneros and real red bell peppers. So that's all watery, so you have to use something to bring in the gel. And I use a citrus pectin. So I think that little bit of citrus showed up there too. So I think there was a lot going on, but each component of it could hold up with each kind of strong flavor.
So when we came out with the almond, I considered it our classic tea biscuit, just perfect with a cup of tea. And then when we did the tasting with a number of cheeses, it was so surprising to me how it stood up so great to the bolder, sharper cheeses, cheddars, aged Goudas, blues. So I was really surprised by that. And I don't know why, but it seems to be working, as you said, Bonnie, with the pepper jelly. It's like it holds up somewhere. And I think this cheddar, guys, is really, really fun because it's like a tangy sharpness. It's not that toasted nutty kind of, so maybe that would have interfered with the almond. I don't know, but I think that tanginess of the cheese is really bringing this together. So very fun pairing. Very fun. Thanks.
Yeah. And if I could just add one more thing, and I know we're just another suggestion for Elle and for Lacey, because you had mentioned when we were going through the vanilla, and that was a Gouda, right? And one of the things that we had thought that would go great with the almond cardamom is chocolate. So maybe another pairing for in the future would be the almond cardamom with that chocolate or that cocoa rub cheese. Would be kind of fun to check out.
That would be awesome. Yeah, we'd love that.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Well, I have to say that typically when you find a cheddar like this that has this much creaminess, it's very young, but it doesn't have the complexity of the tanginess. Where this does, this has everything that you want in a cheddar. It's wonderful. And then, of course, we are using, we are on the corn, right?
No.
No, we're on the almond.
Yeah, we are almond. That's my mistake. I grabbed the wrong one over there and then knocked that over. All right. Okay, so here we are. We're back at the almond. All right. And then, which I do have the almond here. And of course, the pepper jelly, which to me is the real pairings for cheddars. I've used pepper jellies for cheddars for a very long time. I think I was doing the editing on my book for coming out on beer pairings with cheese, and I have like so many things where I have pepper jelly with it. So I just think that this is just a great combination of flavors.
So Michael, I noticed you put the jam or the jelly on top of the cheese.
Yes.
And I was wondering if anybody ever puts the jam under the cheese. It's sort of like, the old toilet paper. Do you guys go over or under?
I think it would be slippery,
Yeah.
It would be, I mean, when I look at it this way, I have the stability of the cheese on there, and then that's the Marine in me,
Uh-huh.
it's got to be this sequence.